welcome back to Sofa Chats with Minotti London. My name's Casey. I'm an account manager here at Minotti and a design consultant. I'm here on the Freeman sofa today, joined by the lovely Caroline. So thank you so much for joining us today. We're doing a little bit about us working together, like how it's developed over time, what you like in design, what you maybe like about Minotti, hopefully. So we're just going to dig right in first, right from the beginning. So when did you first hear about Minotti?
Well, believe it or not, I had 30 years ago, a little bit longer than that, I bought a sofa from a sale shop. I wasn't from Minotti at all, and I didn't know it was Minotti. I'd never even heard of Minotti.
Yeah.
And I bought this sofa, and I still have it today, and I love it. And I've just had it recovered. And
That's
incredible. It doesn't need restuffing or any, everything's perfect.
One of those comfy
It actually
ones.
Looks better now than it did when I bought it.
It's nice to know that you can have something over that time.
I know. I'm somebody who just likes holding on to the things that I've bought, if you know what I mean, because I buy things that, that mean something to me rather than just like buying something for a bit and then changing it.
Yeah, like a nice piece you can keep with you over the years and be like, that sofa's been in 3 continents with me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, seen it all. You've done some absolutely beautiful projects, and thank you so much for including us in some of them.
I love it. I'd always try to be, where one can, because you've got things that will suit every type of property, every type of style, everything, which is what I love about it.
Yeah, it's so good. I know that you actually have a couple of favourite sofas, Caroline. There's a couple that we go to a lot, which are so perfect for a lot of the schemes, because I think actually they're quite almost like a base piece that you can then build on with the other decor around it.
They fit into everything, modern and new, and that is probably my style anyways, is fitting the old with the new, rather than I'm not overly modern, but I'm quite traditional, I suppose.
But that fusion is actually something that works so well, especially in the London area with the really quite old buildings. It's nice to actually have a twist of the modern style. I would say the sofa that I hear most from you is the Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson line.
Anderson line.
Yeah.
Anderson line.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Anderson is actually one of the older ranges. And
like me.
One of our more classic sofas.
Yeah.
And so the Anderson is such a timeless piece that, exactly as you say, it fits really well in traditional style or a modern setting.
Yeah.
Anderson as well, one of the most comfortable in terms of the memory foam. They're one of those you can just sit back and relax in. So we always know that the clients are going to be happy, but you can actually get it on a line base, as we were talking about. So really beautiful to be on a plinth.
I love it.
One of the things that really interests me always about your designs, Caroline, is like the colours that you use. How do you get inspired by the colours you're using in a project?
Sometimes, and I have done one that is very, very monochromatic.
Yeah.
I've done jobs that are very monochromatic, depending on the client. But to me, I suppose the thing is, I walk into a building and I walk to meet the clients, and then it all just becomes what you hear what they want.
Yeah.
But I tried to put colour in, and I just tried to put character in, I think is the word. So
I
whether
think
it's
that's
colour
exactly
or not.
the word, character.
Someone had likened my work to pared down sophisticated chic.
Oh, love!
Which is quite nice, with the sense of an
accurate.
clandestine meeting just taking place. But everything's got a story, and everything's got a bit of a, it's not totally obvious, and it's not totally safe, but it's not shock of the new. Yeah. It's just sort of like, oh, I didn't expect that, but without being shocking, because I'm not that shocking. So it's more that the combination. I think the training from my film industry days has given me the insight for, sort of different periods of style. So I can see that, from 11th, I've done things from 11th century to the 2030 or something like that, futuristic. And it's quite interesting because obviously you see things in like vignettes, you see things as you would on a film set, so that you've got a quick flash and it's got to tell a story. So I think my interiors try and do that. I don't do it consciously, but it happens.
So when you're speaking with some of your clients in their lovely homes, and it's a lot of them that I've met, it's very important to them, the types of pieces they have. And like you say, they know they're going to have it for a long time. What types of things do you look for in design when you're thinking about the furniture in the place?
Something that's extremely well designed, and unfortunately there's so much flooded on the market that is not so well designed, and you can really spot those pieces, but I think I got quite good taste.
Got a knife for it.
Quite good taste. And it's not all just about how expensive something is, because that doesn't really mean anything to me.
Yeah.
So it's really how something's been thought about, and how, if it's been made to last, when it's been actually thought about and its creation. And that stands out, and that appeals to me. Comfort, obviously, but well designed. I mean, there's, when you think about it, there's sort of millions, you trawl through millions and millions of, say, chairs that have been just totally over designed, or someone's trying too hard.
Yeah.
And
you see it all the time, actually. Yeah.
And out of 1,000 pieces, you might find one or two that stick out. And then I sometimes go to those ones at time and timing, maybe like the Anderson line. I keep coming back to that same one because that fits.
It's designed well. Yeah. Is there a piece, when you're wandering around the showroom with me, that you would love in your own home?
Anderson line. There are lots of pieces. I love loads of things. I like the Hamilton sofa as well. Yeah. So one of the sofas is probably, I think, that's how I probably think more when I'm thinking of Minotti. Yeah. To me, it's more sofas. Yeah. I think. And there are masses of lots of lovely little things, but I think it's the sofas probably.
The sofas are a really nice base in a residential area to be able to...
It's the main thing, isn't it?
To build on. Yeah. And I've also found when we've been working together, so because our pieces are very sectional, it's really nice to be able to create almost bespoke the actual size and shape that we need.
Well, that's what you've always been brilliant on. Because I go, can I have what about can you just do this? Can you just do that? And you always go, yes, we can. Yes, we can. And that's brilliant. That's brilliant. So that's the joy of working with you and here with Minotti. This house that I'm doing in Mayfair is actually, it's a mix. It's a period house. It's an Edwardian house, or built in 1908 or 1905 or something. And they want to keep some of the traditional pieces that are around. I mean, not pieces, but the buildings, the sense of the building. But then they also have quite a modern, they want a bit of a mid-century look as well. And so it just seemed, in certain areas where there's a sort of singular armchair, that it needs to be slightly wide, but it doesn't want to look like a hotel one, and it needs to still be comfortable looking and friendly and
cozy and just like exactly the type of thing you want
to
plonk down in.
And I love, yours, the Daiki chair and the footstool and the fin, which I'm using in a project at the moment in Wimbledon, and but this was that's a different thing, isn't it?
Completely it's a different look altogether. Yeah, it's very interesting to know that that actually could be made. I
kept doing something in Photoshop, trying to, in my bad way of trying to split that one and then squeeze them together and get them right. And it worked ish enough for you to understand what I was after.
Well, hopefully, Caroline, one day we can go to the factory together.
Yes,
I would absolutely love that.
I would love that.
I would love you to see how some of the pieces are made.
I'd really love that, because then I feel passionate about knowing those sorts of things. I love factories. I love going to factories.
Surprisingly interesting.
Really,
you think it's just going to be materials churning, and it's absolutely not.
I love seeing
how they
things.
design things. Caroline, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here.
Thank you very much indeed.
It's like I said, absolutely lovely to see you.
Thank you.
We're really, really looking forward to all the things that are coming up in the future.
I know, got a big order on, haven't we?
Lovely one.
Yeah, good.
But also the idea of how we get towards the next one, on which you start having the first ideas. I love working with you from the concept to how it actually then comes about. So I'm really excited for things to come.
Well, even this, I've got a new project which is totally different for me. Is a barn conversion in Gloucestershire, an 1815 barn, and it's just a sort of 4 walls. That's all I know. And so I'm doing a bit more of architectural interior design on that one. Wow. But I'm going to try and get some Minotti in there too.
Thank you so much,
Lovely.
Caroline. An absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much for inviting me to this.